was like, I need to actually have the runway so that if any other bad things keep happening, I
Mm-hmm.
have a solution, right? I have a plan. I have something that gives me that pathway. So this journey and this transition doesn't seem quite so scary.
Yeah. Whew, I love that. I love everything about that.
So I know I said a lot.
You said and you it reminded me of when I was at that point of leaving my job. Like
Mhm.
I knew long before I left that I didn't want to be there anymore. But
Mhm.
I also knew that at that time I was not living in a fiscally responsible way to not have a job,
Yeah.
right? So I had like this 2-year plan, like that was like, okay, can we get down to a one income household?
Hmm. Hmm.
Like I know my husband has his job. I want to make sure we can get down to a one income household. And that was important to me because one, I wanted that runway, right? Of like not feeling pressured immediately to be producing.
Yep.
But two, I met my husband before, and he is, he's the most supportive, partner I could ask for, but he is also definitely, protector, provider,
Hmm.
he takes that very seriously. So I knew that even if it was my shortcoming, he was going
Hmm.
to internalize that as a
Yeah.
failure, right? And so
Mm.
I'm like, that's not fair.
Right, right. Yeah.
Like I could not live with that. So that was like the thing that made me be like, okay, I need this. Like I need to make sure I'm good
Yeah.
before I just like call this quit. So I think that, yeah, regardless of your circumstance, like that runway is so very important that we are
Hmm.
thinking about that. Another thing that you said that I want to kind of like, highlight is that when we're in situations where we don't have that runway, we make decisions out of desperation.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you can damage your brand in that way because now all of a sudden you the cheap girl or you the, or you took this